Bonjour, les 7 et 8 juin prochains, nous avons le privilège d'accueillir à Paris Bruce Silver pour une formation sur sa méthodologie de modélisation en BPMN. Laissons-le nous présenter le programme.
I served on the committee in OMG that drafted BPMN 2.0. They formalized the language, they added a lot of rules, made it executable, but they completely overlooked BPMN's most important mission, which is to communicate the process logic clearly in the diagrams. That takes additional conventions and a methodology on top of the rules of the spec. That's method and style. It's possible to define a BPMN process that's executable without revealing much in the diagram. Displaying the execution-related details in the diagram is either optional, according to the spec, or impossible. This diagram, for instance, violates no rules of BPMN 2.0, but it communicates nothing useful. Method and style makes the logic visible to the business by requiring those optional elements in the diagram. Other rules add constraints. For example, in method and style, each distinct end state of a process or subprocess is represented by a separate end event. And a gateway following a subprocess has one gate per subprocess end state with matching labels. Mechanical devices such as this help someone who does not already know your process or your terminology trace your process logic from the top level diagram down to any level of detail. You can't ever really learn a new language just by reading about it. You need to put it into practice in a real tool, do exercises that test your understanding, and be able to ask questions. It's the only way. Digital transformation is disruptive change in the business, and business, not IT, needs to drive it. Collaborative visual communication is key. All stakeholders gathered around a picture of how the process works today or how it could be transformed, what it could look like in the future. When you capture that information instead in a 200-page text business requirements document, you completely lose that live shared understanding. BPMN is a single language that communicates visually to the business and technically to the developers. No, not my first class in Europe. I've done other classes in France, Netherlands, and Denmark. But I always enjoy France in particular. Paris especially scores maximum points with my wife. So I want to thank you, W4, for arranging it.
Si vous souhaitez vous inscrire à cette formation, rendez-vous sur notre site w4software.com ou cliquez sur la vidéo. À très bientôt.